大家好，我是青青。今天我们继续《火焰纹章之风花雪月》的第40期。上一期中真的是发生了巨变啊！我们游戏中的世界呢发生了翻天覆地的变化。那具体到我们的话呢，是多了一个队友啊，就是吉尔伯特。吉尔伯特，我们给他定的目标是枪术和马术，让他做一个骑士吧。到了5年之后呢，很多小伙伴的支援度啊都可以提升了。首先是菲利克斯，我们一起来看一下他的支援剧情吧。
Sylvain, I want to apologize for the other day.
The other day? What are you talking about, Felix? Is this a trap?
You know, when I called you insatiable.
Oh, that? Can't say it didn't hurt, but you have nothing to apologize for. I mean, you've said worse, Felix. Considerably worse. Come on, we've known each other since we were kids. We're not gonna let your constant verbal abuse get in the way of our friendship, are we?
No, I suppose not.
Whenever I started doing something dumb, you'd yell at me about it.
And whenever you dragged me into something, Ingrid would find out and start lecturing us.
All these years and not much has changed, has it? But you're different, Felix. You used to be so, I don't know, carefree when we were young. Now you're the exact opposite.
Well, you're not any different. Good for nothing then, good for nothing now.
Again with the abuse. This from the guy who's always been by that good-for-nothing side. So, did you come to apologize or to insult me?
I was on my way to train and I saw you. That's all.
You're off to train again? Now who's insatiable?
Better than sitting idle like you.
A little idleness would do you some good, pal. Come on, let me buy you something to eat.
No.
You have to choose, Felix. Our friendship or your training?
My training. Goodbye for now.
What did... is he... Wait, Felix, I'll come train too. Wait up.
接着是菲利克斯跟梅斯。
Here you are.
Oh, were you looking for me, Felix?
You were injured in the last battle. Are you okay?
I'm fine now. Thank you for your concern.
You really are troublesome.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want to get in your way out there. I just couldn't help but worry. I was only trying to keep an eye on you.
What are you even doing on the battlefield? You endangered yourself and got hurt. Such a stupid thing to do.
Yes, of course, you're right. I have no excuses.
If you intend to carry on being such a fool, you'd best stay near me.
Are you sure? I'd hate to get in your way again.
You can, You can keep thinking of me as your little brother. And that'd be better than going through this again.
But I thought you didn't like that. Didn't you say you were fed up with it?
I am fed up with it. I've already spent years filling in for someone who's dead. My older brother inspired love and respect. He was a great knight. He died. Since his death, his memory has followed me around like a shadow.
Oh, I didn't know you had a brother too.
I don't let my personal feelings distract me on the battlefield. Still, do I really remind you of him?
Well, you don't look like him, but something about you feels so familiar.
他们两个最像的地方就是每一次一看到我就要跟我打。
It just makes me want to protect you. That's not to say that you're incapable or unreliable or anything like that. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You're the one who just came to check on me.
You need to pay attention to your surroundings. You're reckless.
话说呢，我们的队员啊，5年之后的样貌就只有菲利克斯跟他5年之前最像。 可能因为他5年之前就已经很老了。
Lives are at stake, including mine when I have to run over and save your skin.
Yes, I'll try to be more careful. Thank you for being so kind, Felix.
Whatever.
接着呢，再看一下菲利克斯跟雅尼特。哇，菲利克斯就是。
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn to clean out the greenhouse, right?
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Why?
I just wanted to help you out. So that... Okay, fine. I'm bribing you. So you'll forget.
Forget what?
Are you really gonna make me say it?
已经忘掉了。
Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard.
就雅尼特在那唱歌嘛，让菲利克斯给看见了，然后雅尼特很尴尬，菲利克斯走忘了。
If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your shift in the stables. Do we have a deal?
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it, right this moment!
I can't. It's permanently etched in my memory. A mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently.
原来菲利克斯记得这么牢，我还以为他忘了呢。
I'm also intrigued by those bear and swamp beastie songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask about the move that went along with crumbs and yums. Was that fencing footwork?
Oh, stop it, Felix! You're a villain!
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it. Please. What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yummy.
This isn't about steak. I just...
Fine. Be stubborn. Tell the whole world for all I care. I'll just learn to live with the funny looks I'll get from everyone. They'll all say, there goes that Annette, the girl with the funny ideas about food. You're just the evilest of villains, Felix! I'll hate you forever and ever!
I was just trying to be nice. Funny ideas about food. Even the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really don't understand that girl.
感觉他们两个都不在一个世界啊！哦，原来刚才我看到有那么多的支援全都是菲利克斯的，其他人的话就暂时就没有。我们整理一下持有的物品吧，因为我们从强盗的手上抢到了很多东西嘛，解毒剂保管，门扉钥匙保管，铁剑、钢剑，目前这些剑的话还是够用的啊。看看有没有什么加永久属性的东西，奇迹豆。 吃掉。Dimitri， 就还是这些。啊，我这些好剑的话，全都给菲利克斯了。宝箱钥匙，亚修的话不需要任何钥匙，他没有钥匙的话也可以开门跟宝箱的。那他的弓，引弓有了，来个圣弓吧。圣弓的话，每回合会回复 HP 吗？啊，果然，凡是圣弓、圣枪什么的，每回合都会恢复 HP 的。那小凡，速度戒指保管起来吧。梅斯，哇，怎么伤药这种初级药品还在你身上啊？不要了。有没有什么闲置的枪？ 谁分给？哎，算了，西提斯的铁枪的话是蛮耐久的，无所谓啦。伤药的话保管起来。现在他装备的是知识宝珠、魔导之杖，知识宝珠吧。基奥伯特呢带了个终极考试准考证，宝箱钥匙。 拿几把铁枪给你吧，小王子的钢枪。 小王子分你一把钢枪，然后你的钢斧就可以不用了，用枪，不要用斧。我是打算把吉奥伯特培养成一个骑士的啊，所以的骑士的话要用枪的。谢谢。保管装备。接着我们更改一下吉奥伯特的特技吧。交换，换一个重量减3，指挥、技巧、防守，可以啊。大家的战绩呢？吉尔伯特的话，因为要用枪嘛，所以全都换成枪的。旋风枪、破坏强击、士气一击。我们再准备一下大家的骑士团吧。跟着我的这个弗拉鲁达利乌斯兵是，这个其实应该是菲利克斯的专属骑士团啊，已经被我练到满级了。那我换一个练一练，换一个什么练一练呢？换一个嘟嘟的达斯卡重装兵团。小王子的话，系统自动给他换上了狮子王队，青狮子嘛。塞罗斯佣兵团，菲利克斯这个可以改一改了。你也帮忙练个什么天马兵团、杰拉尔特佣兵团、努维尔侍者队吧，战场大扫除，这个还是一个比较实用的计策。盖斯巴尔骑士团，这是亚修的专属，格迪耶也是他的专属。努维尔侍女队，你们就用着这个吧。塞罗斯天马兵团、圣女队、重装队，其他人的话不用改了。我们去一趟商店啊，把不要用的东西全卖了。这些坏掉的剑什么的都可以卖掉。座尔坦之剑啊，威力13还挺屌的，命中90，重量9，重量的话太重了。铁斧卖掉，钢弓卖掉，速度戒指我们也没有人要装备这个呀，卖掉吧。哎，留着做个纪念吧，像这些必杀呀、速度的这些伤药，这个是真用不着。要用的话也用混合药啊、特效药那些。混合药的话是加20点。特效要加99点，金块全卖掉。我现在还是挺有钱的嘛。去一趟骑士团工会，把我们损失的战力补充一下。本周末的话呢，我们就选择讲西，让谁来讲呢？让西提斯来讲吧。我们已经可以跟学生互助学习了，看谁最认真的，就这个吉奥伯特最认真了。大叔也这么认真。
There's still more to learn.
I'm just not there yet.
亲自指导。5年过后的话呢，我们的小组课题肯定是空了啊！看到我们的教室也是变了啊。我们让英古利特和西提斯执行空中警备，个别训练。训练一下谁呢？训练一下吉尔伯特的马术。
I am good now, am I? I appreciate the praise, Professor. That was good exercise.
特别培养一下吉尔伯特之后，我们就可以委任指导了。 小组课题也定了，目标也定了，训练开始。
Professor, may I ask you a question?
我偶尔会想去充满母亲大人回忆的地方，但不太有机会出远门呢。你觉得我该怎么做呢？与母亲在梦中相会，闭上眼睛，想象母亲的事，试着画母亲的画像。与母亲在梦中相会吧。
That is not very helpful.
这是最差的回答。我居然答错了。菲利克斯。
Finally, I notched a win against you.
刚才只有毫厘之差呢。
True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past. It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse.
能找到答案真是太好了。
Yes, I can never again spar with my brother, not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against.
就是我啦，毕竟我是这个世界的创世之神啊。
You, obviously. I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen?
你怎么可
It
能
was a
赢我
close
呢？
match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still.
之后呢？
And then, when this war is over, I won't have as many chances to swing my sword. I can hardly imagine that. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
菲利克斯终于找到自己，不说生存的意义吧，努力向上的意义了。又有谁来找我呢？雅尼特。
Oh, hi, Professor.
发生是模式了。
Do you remember what we talked about before? About doing my best to not do my best? Well, I've been pretty busy recently, and despite my best efforts, I've been trying way too hard. I was busy all day yesterday with training and work. I just couldn't help myself. That's why I decided to take a day off today. It's just, now that I have a day off, I don't know what to do with myself. Please, you have to help me. What should I do?
午睡吧。
I tried that. I couldn't calm down enough to fall asleep. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm cut out for not doing my best. Oh! You're a professor. You must know some secret technique for deep relaxation, right? If you do, please teach me. I'm begging you. I'm at my wit's end.
先喝杯茶吧，吃点心的话容易发胖啊。
Got it. I'll try that right now. This candy is so sweet and delicious, and it goes so well with piping hot tea. Ooh, and speaking of the tea, your brewing skills are incredible. I'd love to be able to make such nice tea, but... Oh, Professor, will you teach me how to brew tea like this? I'll do my best to learn, and then I'll make delicious tea for you as thanks.
你又要努力了吗？
Oh, sorry. Back to my old tricks, it seems. So, why is it so difficult to not do my best? I try and try to not try, but it just doesn't work.
自然最重要。
Professor, you're right. Doing nothing is just not my style. To be myself, I've got to do my best every day.
就是要这种气魄。
Okay. Then you really must teach me how to make such delicious tea. You will, won't you? Please. Oh, and also, well, thank you. You've listened to me and helped me face my troubles. Now I feel like I can talk to you about anything. Honestly, I wish we could go on drinking tea like this forever.
英古利特，他家排着队来找我。
Apologies for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you.
当然可以啊。
Thank you. You see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this.
总之呢，先说来听听吧。
This isn't something I open up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard, but a true knight, one serving a master. However, my father has always had different plans for me. He wants me to marry for the benefit of the Galatea family.
解决这件事情最好的方法是什么呢？就是英古利特呢，他是想侍奉皇室，对不对？但是呢，他老爹要他靠婚姻来拯救家庭，那你嫁给小王子不就好了吗？
Defying my father feels wrong. I've seen how he's struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Now that this war has begun, my father has allowed me to fight for my homeland. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble.
是不是不该成为骑士，而是要尽到身为贵族的人应尽的义务呢？你应该寻找一个两全的方法，刚才已经教你了啊。嫁给小王子，既可以做侍奉皇室的骑士，啊，又可以用这个婚姻来拯救你的家庭，多好呀！
To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option. Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles and offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone. I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
福莲也来找我了，大家真的排着队来找我。肿末了。
Hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you.
为什么要叹气呢？
Just a moment ago? Well, I am afraid I just do not understand you. When we first met, I sensed something different about you, something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing.
别激动，别激动，我是主角，好不好？
Your hair
太正
and
常
eye
了。
color changed on that day 5 years ago to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's.
这象征着什么呢？
I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really?
我是神，我是创世之神。
I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I too am unlike others. Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain. Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost.
互相守
Certainly
护
those
吧
are。the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
其实呢，我一个人就所向无敌了。不过加一个你也不错。
Come, there is much to do.
I am a little worried.
Look at our excellent results.
Practice is paying off.
今天是圣塞罗斯日，大教堂将举办圣诗会。
I hope this song reaches the goddess's ears.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
弗莲和梅斯的话，他们两个是没有支援度的，没有支援剧情的。为什么是他俩呢？看一下，跟我关系最好的，现在就是他俩。所以呢，我会跟他们唱歌。 志愿信息啊，英古利特和辛提斯。
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Well, you have likely heard that House Galatea's financial situation is precarious. Many regions of Fargus are harsh and infertile, but our lands are especially so. There were several years of fruitless harvests. It nearly ruined us. We could barely feed our troops. Then I was born bearing a crest, after generations bore none. Suddenly, my family hung its future on me. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood. It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
这个游戏就是围绕着一个问题啊，文章制度到底好不好啊？这个来进行一系列剧情的。跟地名托利现在的话是，现在似乎无法加深羁绊，那就是说以后还是可以的，等小王子先恢复了再说吧。看一下我们的资格考试啊，大家都升了个4、5级差不多。雅尼特的话呢，他已经满20级了，那么我们可以参加地下考试新增，这是 DLC 的新增职业啊。我们让他考这个暗飞马骑士，这样就可以行动的快一点。
It's all thanks to hard work.
移动类型不一致，福莲也可以考这个，福莲要考嘛？ 福莲呢，现在就可以用这个骑士团都被撸下来了。看一下哦，雅尼特的话可以给你配一个赛罗斯天马兵团。福莲的话就没有骑士团可以。 福莲的话暂时也不用配了，福莲他的那个指挥等级是很低的啊，配了骑士团的话也没什么用啊，他指挥等级是1，暂时就不给他配了。行，那我们本期的话呢就先结束在这里，我们下期再见。